Published, 17:31 Eastern Daylight Saving Time, the 16th of April 2018. Updated, 17:31 Eastern Daylight Saving Time, the 16th of April 2018. The introduction of a winter break during the 2019-20 season will be presented as a fait accompli to the FA Council on Tuesday. The long-awaited changes that will be outlined by Andy Ambler, head of professional game relations, mean that the FA Cup fifth round will be played in midweek, with replays scrapped. The fine detail has already been agreed between the FA, Premier League and Football League, and FA Blazers are expected to voice their strong disapproval at being kept in the dark. The introduction of a winter break during the 2019-20 season is close to ratification as part of the changes. The FA Cup fifth round will be in midweek, with replays scrapped. The FA board are allowed to vote through any reforms that have financial implications, which means practically everything. However, the councillors can take solace that the official announcement of the winter break has been delayed until the FA Council have been appraised of the plans. Richard Scudamore, executive chairman of the Premier League, is already without question the most powerful figure in English football. Now his authority extends to the global stage after he was appointed chairman of the World Leagues Forum, whom he is expected to represent at the FIFA Congress in June. Premier League chief Richard Scudamore has been appointed World Leagues Forum chairman. British tennis player Kyle Edmund, who reached the final of the Marrakesh Open last week, is making the most of new media opportunities through his management company Starwing Sports. They bought the streaming rights to Edmund's matches in Morocco, which were shown, with the backing of sponsors British Airways, on his Facebook page. His games were viewed online just under 100,000 times, giving Edmund valuable exposure to a fresh audience. Manchester City players were scattered around Europe, having been granted 3 days off after beating Tottenham, meaning scant news has come out of the club on their title win. Surprisingly, Sky Sports have not made a fuss about it, despite being left with 4 weeks of matches costing £11 million each and the title already decided. Manchester City players were scattered around Europe following their victory over Tottenham. Pep Guardiola's round of golf with Tommy Fleetwood, while Manchester United's home defeat by West Bromwich Albion presented the title to Manchester City, was no rare occurrence. Guardiola, who describes being a guest of Europe's Ryder Cup captain Jose Maria Olazabal at the Miracle of Medina in 2012 as his best experience as a sports fan, is a good friend of Fleetwood and Rory McIlroy. However, whether Liverpool fan Thomas Bjorn will want City manager Pep in the team room in Paris in September is a different matter. FIFA President Gianni Infantino's move for an extended 48-team World Cup in Qatar in 2022 is dead in the water. The European leagues have made it clear they will not agree to adding any extra days to the Winter World Cup, whose dates were agreed at the FIFA meeting in Marrakesh in 2014. Lars-Christer Olsen, president of European leagues, said, "We are not prepared to make any changes to the calendar." FIFA President Gianni Infantino's move for a 48-team World Cup in 2022 is dead in the water. Angus Fraser, Middlesex's director of cricket and a former England Test bowler, is the obvious choice to be the ECB's national selector in the revamped structure to be named this week. But Fraser does not want the role, meaning there are now multiple candidates including former team boss Andy Flower, Notts director of cricket Mick Newell, cricketers turned journalists Derek Pringle, Mike Selvey and Simon Hughes, plus one female contender. TV viewers of the Grand National were perplexed. ITV did not show the fallers at Beecher's Brook and the chair in the rerun of the race. But when the replay was being broadcast, doctors and vets were still treating jockeys and horses, so for sensitivity reasons, the network played it safe. In the event, all runners and riders came back safely. ITV didn't show the fallers at Beecher's Brook and the chair in the rerun of the Grand National.